for.
Dylan, you got your first full season as a major league starter under your belt last year. How did that inform what you did this offseason in terms of preparation, conditioning, stuff like that?
Basically just knowing my body and knowing what I got to do to prepare for a 162-game season. It's a long season. I found that out at the end of the year, and just trying to pace myself this offseason and know what I got to do going into spring training.
Dylan, not only are you knowing that you're a starter and you can go through a whole season as a starter, you're the number 1 or 2 guy as far as we sit right now. How does that does that change the way you're thinking?
No, I mean, I just want to go into spring training, healthy and ready to go. Get my pitches where they need to be come spring, and work on things at the middle of spring training and get ready for the long season ahead.
What does that responsibility that you and Kevin are, at this point, the only 2 established starting pitchers, mean to you personally, given what the organization has invested in you and how far you've come?
Well, it means a lot that, I've came this far as the injuries and stuff like that, and I'm finally in a position where I can go out there and compete healthy first day of spring training. So definitely looking forward to it, and excited to see what the year has to come.
Dylan, after the season ends, do you sometimes go back and kind of rethink and analyze and look at it and say, what can I do to take it even to a higher level next year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think every pitcher does. And in between every single start, too, you look at what you can do better, and then you look at the year as a whole and see what you can do better. And yeah, I did that as soon as the season ended. And you try to take that into your workouts, your throwing, and heading into spring training with those thoughts.
Are you and Kevin kind of wondering who's going to join you in the rotation?
Yeah, definitely. We have no idea, so definitely looking forward to it. But we got some guys that have been there before and started games for us, and we know they're going to be there in spring training competing, and me and Kevin will be competing. So it should be a fun spring training.
When you did that analyzing of your season, what are some things you looked at you thought for next year I need to work on?
I mean, every pitcher works on fastball command. I think that's the biggest thing. But I think I got away from my curveball and changeup a little bit. I think everybody can see that with the slider, how many times I threw it. So it's one of the things I'll be working on is the changeup and curveball this year, I think.
You've been used as an example by Buck as, how the team might handle Hunter Harvey. I know you have a relationship with him. What would your advice be for both Hunter and the organization in terms of bringing someone back after 3 years of limited pitching?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of advice for the organization. That's bigger than me, so I'll just stick to Hunter. I mean, it's a long road. You just got to trust the process, and you got to keep your body healthy with your workouts and stuff like that. Stay in your routine, and just have fun with it. Know that your body's healthy now, and the surgeries work. So he should have a fun year this year.
Is there a mental game there with the ups and downs that one day the command might be not what you know it's going to be and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because some days you'll feel great coming off that surgery, and some days you don't feel good, but your results were better. So. Yeah, it's definitely a hard road, but like I said, you just stick to your routine and you'll come out on top.
Now, after having your kind of breakthrough season under your belt, have you prepared for this spring training any differently than you did last year?
I started throwing about a week or 2 later than I have in the past, just because that was the most innings I've ever thrown in a single season. So calmed the throwing down a little bit and headed into spring training. I haven't thrown as much, but I'm still about ready to get on the bump, and like I said, looking forward to spring training.